What's your plan here, man?
I got a drill. I got a coconut. And we can't have the lemons and coconuts tour without coconuts.
Have you ever done this before?
Have no idea.
All right.
Have no idea. I have a drill, I have a coconut, and...
So where are you going to drill?
Right here, I guess.
In the side? No, you drill on the end.
On the end?
Yes. I don't know which end. I'd say the other end, where the twigs are.
This seems to have a nice little drill spot.
I think that's going to be the thicker end. I think the thinner end is here.
Are you sure?
No. But when I have my coconut drinks, that's usually where the hole is on the top. Oh, you're making a mess. Oh my god. Whoa! Did it go all the way through? I think there's 2 layers of shells.
I'm seeing juice come out.
You could pour it into your mouth. Or wipe the schmutz off. Anything?
Not yet.
No. Oh, there you go. I think you got through the second layer. Yeah. Oh, there's coconut. Hey, we reached coconut. Can't pick it up. It's very slimy. You want to try the coconut?
Tastes like drill.
No.
All right, what are we going to pour this in?
Oh, I'll go get a cup. Okay, go. Hey! Fresh coconut water.
We're going to need to filter it.
What's in it? It's a little bit of coconut. It's all right. Oh, a little debris from the drill.
So I filtered it for you 3 times through the coffee filter.
Wow.
Triple filtered.
Triple filtered.
Yeah.
Tastes like coffee.
Does it?
No, it tastes like coconut water. It tastes like concentrated coconut water.
Ah.
I think the stuff we buy in the store might be watered down.
You think?
After 2 weeks in this paradise, it was time to start heading back toward Shelter Bay Marina so I could see my doctor again. But on our way, we planned to stop at a nice town we had been to previously called Portobello.
Heading from Linton Bay to Portobello today, about 10 miles away, and we're just going with the jib out today. We're almost dead downwind. Nice easy sail, a little swell. Linton Bay was okay this time. We managed to get anchored in a spot that wasn't very rolly, so that was nice. It's usually rolly there. That Linton Bay acreage, it just kind of, it's like a parking lot for left boats. So we're just gonna kind of sit back and enjoy the ride and enjoy the beautiful Panama coastline.
Portobello is a historic town with a nice calm anchorage not far from Cologne. But unfortunately, after we dropped anchor, I took a look at a cruiser's app called No Foreign Lands, and we learned that there had been an armed robbery in this anchorage the night before. No Foreign Land is a social networking app that identifies and rates anchorages, amenities, and points of interest for cruisers. It also allows other cruisers to mark hazards, and someone had posted the night before we arrived that 7 armed men had boarded their sailboat in the early evening hours while they were on board and awake with lights on. In the Caribbean, we have the Caribbean Safety and Security Network, which collects incident reports from cruisers and provides maps and statistics of issues around the Caribbean. We could also see this anchorage has a history of armed robberies on cruisers about every 3 years.
As you can imagine, this put us on high alert. But as you've come to know, nothing's going to keep me away from a good pastry, nor attending one of our favorite restaurants in all of Panama.
Casa Vela, what I can tell you about Casa Vela?
It's a little slice of Rome, isn't it?
Well, for sure about the recipe we offer here are original like in Italy, made following the strict rules of the Italian recipes with Italian products. And out of it is an anarchist place, a sailor place. So as you can see, the owner is a barefoot restaurant. No much formal place. We mind the content more than the form, how the things appear. We do offer free dinghy dock for all the sailors arriving and leaving in Portobello. You will need to pay only if you leave your dinghy for more than 4 or 5 hours. We also offer free drinkable water, so you can come in the morning before we get ready with the restaurant with your jerrycans. So you can fill up your jerrycans and your lady can make a shampoo party on board. And that's it. Just trying to pay in advance my karma with the sailing world, because sooner or later I'll be back sailing. And I'm a clumsy sailor, so you will pardon me because I will have cooked for you, hopefully.
But after a wonderful dinner, Norm kept watch all night long.
Jet, you keeping watch this morning? So Daddies can get some rest.
However, he rallied the next morning to go explore one of the historic forts.
Cannons are at the ready. Did you charge the fort? I wonder what this was.
There's a moat.
Oh. The moat.
There's a burp bird. There's the path to go up.
These cannons look almost new for being 500 years old.
You have to remember that when the pirates sacked this fort, they took all the cannon.
So where did these come from?
I don't know. Cannons are us.
We could go up to the top part up there. What the heck is in here? You're so funny.
This is the spy house.
It's where you spy on.
What's in this little room here? This little building inside the building.
This is the jail.
Something. It's a building inside of a building. Oh, let's go in the creepy building. That's a good idea.
It's either a magazine or barracks.
Oh, that's going to be... Oh, we've got a good climb coming up.
You know, you would think with a view of the bay this good, be really hard to get your ass kicked, but you know, that's what Henry Morgan did to this place, just kicked the ass out of this fort. But maybe we know why.
Yeah, I think to be effective, you have to be up here looking out and paying attention. And seems like based on our observations of the police work around here,
yeah,
that is probably not the case. See, they had cannons up here.
Yeah, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Looking down the barrel. Galley and oven with chimney for baking bread. Okay. They made bread here. Chimney's gone. Oh, what the hell was that?
I don't know why they would have a bread baking oven next to the powder store.
Is that what's over there?
This is supposed to be where the powder
That
store.
little room there? Great view from up here. See, they got cannons up here.
Yeah, but there's only a few of them.
Yeah. Great view. There's our boat.
Do you know what that is?
What is it?
A latrine. Or as Kathy likes to call it,
Latrino o Calentado. Oh, it's either a bathroom or where they eat gunpowder. What?
Yeah. Well, the heat
Looks like a
cannon
bathroom.
Looks like a bathroom. Although now I understand why this fort was demolished by Henry Morgan. They must have had a big shelf for reading material right there.
You guys enjoying a beautiful morning up here in the cockpit? Hi, Rosie. We're just leaving the anchorage here at Portobello. It's our last anchorage in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
in the Atlantic, for probably several years. Kind of leaving a little earlier than anticipated. We were gonna stay here at Portobello for a few more days, but we haven't exactly been sleeping very well at night here. Not just because it was a little rolly and no wind last night. There was an armed robbery of a sailboat a couple nights ago, basically right before we got here.
And while the police presence has increased, we just decided that it's better to go back to Shelter Bay, our final stop, than sleep with one eye open. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous last night. I mean, we do have some security measures on board. We have a motion sensor alarm system, and we locked up. I locked up the companionway, closed up the enclosure around the cockpit. But in the case of this armed robbery, it was 7 or 8 armed men with guns. They came in at multiple entry points, is what the report said.
Yeah.
So, through multiple hatches and things. And that's just scary. And the entire cruising community just gets really upset over these things, obviously, because we go and drop anchor, usually don't bother anybody.
We're literally sitting ducks.
Yeah, and you just feel like
Literally.
a sitting duck sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, we're here on the water. I mean, it's tough. The police cars don't show up at your boat when you call them.
In fact, another boat heard the commotion and started calling the police and Aeronaval, which is like the Coast Guard, and nobody came. They said they didn't have the resources to come. But however, as we were walking around Portobello yesterday, we did see quite a bit of police
More
presence.
police, and the police boat's been, moving around the bay here. That we didn't see the first time that we stopped here at Portobello. So, with that being said, Portobello is a wonderful, wonderful town, and it's a great stop for anybody cruising in this area.
It's such a shame because it's just a great anchorage, really nice bay,
Very
quiet,
historical.
historic town.
It has over 500 years of history. This was one of the original outposts on the mainland when the Spanish came to conquer it.
Yeah, so we really enjoy being here, but we just can't stay this scared and not sleep at night. It's terrible, so we're gonna spend a few bucks and just go to the marina a little earlier than we anticipated. That said, one of the bright spots is when we heard, we immediately went to Casa Vela and told Francesco and asked him about it, and he hadn't heard either, but he's just such a great person that provides this kind of gathering place for cruisers. So as we were there, other cruisers started showing up, and we started talking, and we kind of started making some plans about, hey, let's all keep VHF radio channel 16 on tonight, and watch out for each other. And Norm kind of kept watching the cockpit that night. So so much thanks to Francesco at Casa Vela for just kind of providing this community, he kind of creates this cruiser community amongst us, rather than just, a few random boats anchored out in front of the town.
Yeah, and you got to come to this town. I mean, there's, this is hopefully an every 3 or 4 year experience. Hopefully moving forward as Portobello grows and as all of the other towns in this area grow, with more of an influx of international community, expats. Hopefully the police presence will expand and continue. But please come to Casa Vela, which is a wonderful restaurant.
It's the best Italian food we've had since Italy.
Yes.
The pasta carbonara is just over the top. We've had the bolognese, the pizzas are great. Everybody, like I said, great atmosphere too. Francesco's just so welcoming to cruisers. Looks like we're gonna be motoring the whole way to Shelter Bay. It's only 20 nautical miles. There is just no wind out here. The seas have calmed down dramatically.
I'm not too sure you can see this, but there is about 3 times the boats we normally see out here waiting to transit the Panama Canal. And we think that's due to the Strait of Hormuz being blocked. So there's a lot of tankers and cargo ships out here, especially tankers, lots of tankers. So now we're back at Shelter Bay Marina, and it's time to get ready to cross the Panama Canal.
And that's it.